So Nigeria political leaders are the ones sponsoring terrorism in Nigeria. God will definitely use them to destroy themselves. Evil people everywhere. This statement is coming from Nigerians, some of Nigerians who are now beginning to like it. So if DSS could storm Obasa'S office, or whether it was the CSO of Obasa or the Lagos State government, whichever way, but of course it's a government, the person is a government official, meaning that they have all those things. And when we saw all those ammunitions or whatever they call it, guns, even some of them, they are new and they just wrapped them. So where did they get it from? And some people are saying, oh, it is political, it is politics, this and that. So the question now is that where did the DSS? This is no matter of oh, it's a whistleblower. Somebody said that they found those guns in their office and they now went there. But the DSS said they stormed the office of a CSO of Obasa and they found those guns there, meaning that they are lying or they saw it, because we saw it. But Obasa has come out to debunk that. So what happens next? That is the question. What happens? So the thing will just lie there. Is it just to spoil his reputation or what? So where did they see the guns? The DSS should come and explain to us. So when where Goodluck Jonathan was saying then that you know what, that during his time as a government, as a president, his government, that he had Boko Haram sponsors, those who are Boko Haram members or their sponsors, whatever. And the question is that you know them there, you see they are in government. How do you know that, or how did you know that they were in government? You know that they're in government. So some people will say they have a first class information. The way we reason in this Nigeria is just so baffling. Then you know, let's assume that they have a first class information about those things. Then what have they done about them? Till today, nobody has said anything. Goodluck Jonathan has not told us how he got to know that they had the Boko Haram members in his government, and they didn't go after them, and they were destroying a lot of things. A lot of things were being destroyed, and you said nothing, and you could not fish them out. If it is an ordinary citizen that steals a fish or that disobeys a traffic rule, they will go all out and start harassing and start doing this and start doing that. As if that is not enough, Buhari came on board and said, oh, they already have a list of those who are sponsoring all these Boko Haram and bandits, about 400. Till today, they spent 8 years. They didn't tell us uh, those who are in that list, people who are the sponsors. And it's not a, it's not a, it's not a, it's not a, it's not a joke. One of the let's not even go too far. Tinubu's minister and the vice president, Kashim Shettima, there's a story going around Shettima and the Boko Haram people. This Matawale too, there is the same story. What have they done? They will, wave it off. They will wave it off. So what does that tell you? That a DSS found all those guns in Obasa'S office. Meaning what? You see, not supposed to sue them in the recent. If really is genuine, if his hands are clean, is he not supposed to sue them? And when they found those ammunitions in his office, what's next? What are the things that they are supposed to do next? Nothing. You see how useless the system is. Can you now see how useless the system is? Then what next? As he explained, because now he has come out to say nothing of that nature, that it is the handiwork of disgruntled elements. And DSS went there and confirmed that they saw all those ammunitions, and DSS is not telling us what next. They didn't tell us that they have arrested whether the CSO, whether Obasa himself. Nothing like that. The next thing, nobody will say anything. Nobody will ask questions. But if it were to be soft targets, they will go all out for those people. It's a useless entity. When I hear some people coming out to say, we want to jackpot, those who they jackpot, you have to jackpot, go back to what is it called? Nigeria, because there's insecurity, nobodo ibo they say. Like seriously, I just wonder, what can you take away when you talk about the system, that is a system, a particular system? What can you really take away? Nothing. Like I always say, the problems we have in Nigeria are man-made problems. Nothing like any, whether spiritual or whatever, or there's a one forces somewhere that is disturbing. It is a deliberate act. The situation in Nigeria is today is a deliberate act. And you begin to ask people who are in government, what are you guys doing? Like now, everybody is just saying Nigeria is bad. Nigeria is bad. Things are expensive. Nobody's even complaining. Everybody just like, okay, it's like they have taken their face. Nobody's coming out to say, well, this is what we want the government to do. The next thing you'll be hearing, they'll say, they have given governors money. They've increased their allocation and all of that. What are they doing with it? And you that gave them the money, how have we compelled them to do the needful? If it is true. No, if it is true. But that is what you see. So this is to tell you that this terrorism and insecurity that we are talking about, like people always go say Abacha, that if any security or whatever problem lingers for more than 24 hours, know that the government is aware or the government knows about it. So what are we talking about? Whichever way you want to put it, it has been proven over and over again. The government that is so serious will fish out as many people that are into bad practices or practicing bad behaviors. But what do you see? Nothing. Nothing. Everybody will move on. They will move on. Of course, people will move on when the government and those people who are in charge of the affairs have moved on. What will you do? Are you the one to enforce the law? No. Mbana. So guys, that is just the way it is. Let's say your opinion and have your take on this. Thank you.